thanks for joining us. The people answering your 911 calls in an emergency are working thousands of hours of overtime, and it's costing Sangamon County more than $1 million in just the past 2 years.
And as News Channel 20's Jordan Elder explains, officials say that this problem could get worse before it gets better. Jordan?
John, Stacy, dispatchers are your first responders, and here in Sangamon County, our dispatchers are answering more calls with fewer people, leading to worker burnout and costing you more money. It's the voice you hear on the other end of the line. 911, what's your emergency?
Everybody who calls in is typically screaming. It's their worst day of their life, and we have to be that calming voice.
But the dispatchers here in Sangamon County are working overtime. In just the first half of this year, the dispatch center has over 10,600 hours of overtime. This isn't a new problem, but the center's executive director, Chris Mueller, says it got worse last year after 6 people left the department.
And that really set us back because it takes a year to get somebody trained up in this job, and it takes only a small segment of the population can do this job.
And here's what it cost. Between 2019 and 2020, the county paid out over $1.3 million in overtime. And this year, they're on track to spend even more.
It's a terrible situation, but yes, I do expect the overtime to increase this year.
But the cost is more than just money. With fewer people handling 911 calls, workers are at a higher risk for burnout. It's something dispatcher turned training coordinator Jody Lublin knows all too well.
The person on the phone, you're talking to them, you may be the last person that they speak to. That's really hard to deal with. It can be a very difficult job sometimes, but it's very rewarding.
The dispatch center is working to hire more employees while providing mental health resources to those they already have. But no matter how short-staffed they are,
Lives are on the line. Whatever call comes in has to be answered. 911 cannot fail.
widespread staffing shortages across many industries are no secret, but officials say the complexity of this job makes it more difficult, but also more important to hire for. Reporting in Springfield, I'm Jordan Elder, News Channel 20.
Thank you, Jordan. The dispatch center has 7 new recruits that are coming in next week, but they're still looking to hire about 7 more, as well as 3 supervisors.